Hi everybody, congratulations, you have made it to the last podcast of the unit, Dimensional Analysis, that's multidimensional. So we're going to look at a couple of problems. We're going to start with some simple ones first. If I look at 3 meters per second and I want to convert it to centimeters per second, when I write this, I'm going to write 3 meters per second, because that's where the seconds go. They go on the bottom. And I'm trying to convert from meters per second to centimeters per second. So notice, since I've got seconds in both cases, I can ignore them. And I'm simply converting from meters to centimeters. Because then when I cancel out my meters, I'm left with centimeters on top and seconds on the bottom, which is exactly what I want. And I know that there are 100 centimeters in a meter. So my answer here is simply 300 centimeters per second. Okay, that's pretty easy. Now, it is entirely possible that the top will remain the same. In this case, we've got meters on the top, and I'm converting from minutes to seconds on the bottom. So again, I just set it up as I normally do, 40 meters per minute. Now, in this case, please make sure you pay attention. I have meters on top, and I want to stay with meters, so I ignore them. But now what I'm doing is I want to get rid of minutes. So to get rid of minutes, I have to cancel them. That means they have to go on top. And I'm trying to convert to seconds on the bottom. So that my minutes can cancel. And I'm left with meters per second, which is exactly what I want as my final units. And there are, I'm trying to convert from minutes to seconds. And in every minute, there's 60 seconds. So 40 divided by 60 is 2/3, which is equal to 0.66 repeating. Okay, what happens when I put these together? Well, my top I want to convert from meters to centimeters, and the bottom I want to convert from minutes to seconds. So I'm going to do it as 2 separate pieces, although they are all going to show up on the same line. Let's start with meters, and meters per minute, and I want to get rid of meters, and I want to go to centimeters, so that my meters can cancel. And I know that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So, I now have centimeters, which is the top thing, but I still have to get to the bottom when I don't have seconds yet. So I got minutes on the bottom, I put minutes on the top, and I go to seconds on the bottom. And for every minute, there are 60 seconds. Right? And my minutes cancel. So I am left with centimeters per second, which is what I wanted as my final units. So now I multiply across the top, so 30 times 100 is 3,000 divided by 60. Okay, so that's going to be 300 over 6. Let's see, the 30 over 60 is 1/2, so this is going to be 50. Okay, let's do the next one. All right, now we're going from miles per hour to meters per hour. So I'm going to just let you do that. So pause the video, you do it, and then come back and you can watch me do it. All right, 60 miles per hour. You'll notice the hour doesn't matter. So this becomes really a single dimension problem. So I have to convert from miles to feet, and from feet to inches, and from inches to centimeters, and from centimeters to meters. That will leave me with meters on the top, and I already have hours on the bottom, so I don't have to change that. And for every mile, there are 5,280 feet. You'll notice, guys, that when I do this, these are things that after you've been doing them for a while, you don't have to go look these numbers up anymore. You should be able to just write them in. Right? So you go and you do the math, and when you do the math, you take this whole thing, you multiply across, and you come up with 9,560 or so meters per hour. So depending upon how many decimal points you want to keep, right? I'm not worried about sig figs right now on these problems, but anyway. Okay, so now I have miles per hour, and I'm converting from miles per second. All right, so you should, again, be able to do this. Pause the video, and then come back, and we can work it out together. Alright, I've got miles on the top. I want miles on the top at the end, so I don't need to worry about miles. I just need to worry about hours going to seconds. So I put hours on top, minutes under it, and then convert from minutes to seconds. And there's 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. So this becomes 1 over 60, which is 0.0166 repeating. Alright, let's try this one. 60 miles an hour gives me some number of meters per second. Well, you'll notice that my miles is changing to meters, my hours is changing to seconds. Again, I will let you work this one. Pause the video. Guys, it doesn't do any good just to watch me. You have to try it yourself. Beat your head against the wall. Play with it for a while. And then come back. Alright. Miles I have to convert to meters. We know how to do that. We convert miles to feet. Feet to inches. Inches to centimeters. Centimeters to meters. I've got meters on the top. I still have hours on the bottom, which means I have to get rid of hours and go to minutes, and then go from minutes to seconds. And so I'm done because I have seconds on the bottom, I have meters on the top, I'm good to go. Alright, 5,280 feet in a mile. There are 12 inches in a foot. There are 2.54 centimeters in an inch. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. There are 60 minutes in an hour. There are 60 seconds in a minute. When you sit down and you draw, do all of this out, you come out with, I think, 27. 27 meters per second. Assuming I did my numbers right. Okay. So, grams, we're now doing volume. Grams is changing to kilograms. Milliliters is changing to liters. Look up your units. Make sure you can do this. Pause the video. Try and do it on your own. Alright, 60 grams per milliliter. Let's start with the grams. I want to get rid of grams. I can go directly to kilograms because there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. And then I have to get rid of milliliters, so those go on top, and I'm going to liters, and there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Well, you'll notice I get 1,000 both on the top and the bottom, so my answer is going to remain the same. My answer is going to be 60 kilograms per liter. Alright, we've got one more type of problem that's a little bit strange, and that is 5 square feet to some number of square meters. Well, first, let's do 5 feet to some number of meters. So let's try that. Right, 5 feet, and I have to get rid of feet and go to inches, and go to centimeters, and centimeters, and go to meters. And I know they're 12 inches in a foot, and they're 2.54. Come on, pen, you can do it. 2.54 centimeters in an inch. And there are 100 centimeters in a meter. So what have I done? I've converted from feet all the way to meters. And you say, yeah, so what? That wasn't so hard. Ah, but this is square feet. Well, what are square feet? Square feet are feet times feet. And what are square meters? Well, square meters are meters times meters. Well, I only have feet over here on the left-hand side, so this really has to be feet times feet, or feet squared. Well, that means I've gotten rid of this foot over here, and I've converted it all the way to meters. But I haven't done anything about the other foot yet. So I have to repeat this all over again, one more time to get rid of feet, and go to inches, and from inches to centimeters, and from centimeters to meters. And that will allow me to cross out my other foot, and then I can cross out inches, and then I can cross out centimeters, and I'm left with meters over here. So I have meters times meters, which is in fact meters squared. Okay, when I plug this into a calculator, I get the answer of approximately 0.46 meters squared. All right, what happens if I have something that's cubed? Well, centimeters cubed purely is, you know what that means. So go ahead and pause the video and work this one out for yourself. All right, we have 275 cubic meters, which is centimeters, sorry, cubic centimeters, centimeters. So now I can convert centimeters to meters. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. That crosses out one of the centimeters, but I still have two more. So I have 100 centimeters in a second meter, which allows me to cross that second one off. And I'm going to do one more. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So that leaves me with getting rid of that one. So I have 275 divided by 100, divided by 100, divided by 100, which is going to be 0.00, 100 with a 0, 0.0275 cubic meters. Okay. This is the last one. All right, see if you can do it. You can stain the floor at a rate of 20 square feet per minute. And we have to convert this into meters per hour. Pause the video. Go ahead and do it. All right, so I have to convert from feet to inches, and inches to centimeters, and centimeters to inches, centimeters to meters. And I got to do that entire thing twice. Inches to feet, feet to inches, inches to centimeters, and centimeters to meters. Am I done? No, that'll help me get rid of the feet squared, but it won't do anything for the minutes, and I need to make it into an hour. So minutes has to go on top to cancel off the minutes on the bottom, and that goes to hours. Right? And there's 60 minutes in an hour now that I put all these in. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. There are 2.54 centimeters in an inch. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. There are 2.54 centimeters in an inch, and there are 12 inches in a foot. I multiply this entire thing out, and I end up with approximately 111 square meters per hour. All right, that's it. Make sure that you understand this stuff. See me in class if you have questions. Make sure you do the worksheet. And this is the last one for the unit. And get your labs checked off and everything else, and you'll be good to take your test. Okay? And your notes checked off, of course. All right? I will see you in class. So, have a great afternoon. See you. Bye.